Leah here for Clarence Media, and today I'm having a chat with Brett Duroux. Brett is running in the Clarence electorate in the upcoming state election, and he's running as an independent. So thank you for taking the time to have a chat with us today.
No, pleasure. I'm glad to be here. You're good to work with and listen, and you to answer. You talk well with me.
Thank you. So what inspired you to get into politics, and what are your core values when you're making decisions around policies?
Well, what got me into it is I've always actually fought against what the government's been doing in disrespecting traditional custodians. I've been a Aboriginal sites officer, so I always put the people and the land first. The government's forgotten that over time, and the people, Will Kanyam, the mob out of Barginji, they asked me to run with them. And before I did, I went down Melbourne, visited my Uncle Gary Foley, seen all the family just to talk about, did we want me to run and be in politics? Surprisingly enough, a lot of them, everyone was, yes, get into it. We want that, we want someone to talk for us, we want our voice. And, well, here I am, still doing it, and everyone keeps reminding me to keep doing it. It's pretty cool.
So you mentioned Wilcannia, so
Yep.
How long have you been in the Clarence?
I've been here forever.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wilcannia people come down. I will help anyone anywhere because I've learnt, my uncles taught me every law and understanding of our land rights. So I could actually protect our lands, and I've always gone and helped everyone, like give them advice. I don't control or anything, I give them their power because everyone needs to be able to be heard and spoken and be truly represented.
Yep. And so what policies or causes have you championed or pushed in the past, and what sort of results have you had?
Well, first one was to actually get the Catsiac review, which we got. So it's upgraded the rules and regulations on the way Aboriginal corporations and lands councils run, which is a big step. I've done water strategies. Mainly, I've been pushing for us being on the Constitution, being recognised as a person instead of a Lorna and Pauna. Being a people is so important to us because we're so proud. We've never been conquered. And my uncles and my dad, they got the land rights. I'm after our recognition. We are a person, we're not anything else, and they've got to understand it's so hurtful to not be recognised as a person or people.
And how do you plan to promote economic growth and job creation in Clarence electorate?
Well, for one, I'm going to push for so much opening of school kids. Any youth, come bush, come respect it. Even anyone, come and experience the old school ways, because that growth is what we have, and we have got so much of it. Our bush is so big. People haven't even walked on some of the places. It's still beautiful. And that there is $1 million moneymaker itself in just opening up tours, cultural heritage, our waterways.
Yep.
Utilise them properly. Talk about use a kayak, go down and paddle. Talk about the history along the riverbanks, because back in the day there was fish traps, there's camping grounds, there's cave paintings, we've got burials, every sort of thing. Marble rocks here. We sit on the riverbank and sharpen our stone axes. You just got to go back to enjoying nature for nature. She's beautiful, she's there, and I don't want her to go away.
Yes, so you think that tourism is an area of economic growth,
Yeah.
done respectfully?
Yes, not just openly come in and go, well, I'm going to take a riverboat and throw your rubbish out. No, go out and enjoy the bush, take what you bring. But most of all, take out more by enjoying what we have, the bush, the animals, the whole side of it all. It's peaceful. Watching trees dance, magic. And you watch the animals and you can see if we're going to have a good year or a bad year by the way they react to the climates and that. Because their breeding cycles and that. They can do what they want with us. And that's what I love about it. They work with the land like we do.
And what do you think is the most pressing issue facing people in the Clarence electorate?
Crime. Crime is a big issue. There's got to be something done about it. It's up to all of us. We all have to chip in and deal with this issue because It's not going to go away. And back in the old days, we used to live with our doors open, unlocked, cars unlocked, you could walk, and you wouldn't worry. Like, our pride was so how old school we were. You'd wave to the person, shake hands, say good day. Yeah, it's what we did. Nowadays, it's, where's my wallet? They come walking past them. I had an old lady grab a handbag and sort of grab it and pull it close because people walk near it. You should never ever have that feeling. Then there's housing. We've got a big issue with homelessness. We've got youths on the street. We've got elderly on the street. We've got middle-aged on the street. Girls lounge hopping. There's issues there as well. But not go and build houses in a floodplain and put more risk and blow out expenses. I'm talking about fix the houses we have. There's so many houses that aren't there. Like, they've got so many buildings that could be put in as a girls' safe haven. Like, all these buildings could be just for boys there, have some person carer. They've got a safe haven to go to. No questions, just safe beds. That's something we should look at. It's really, there's so many issues out there. We've got to start somewhere, and I just want to get the people's voices out there and what people want. Is what I want to give. And I'll fight for.
And political polarisation. How do you plan to address the issue of political polarisation and bringing people together that have different backgrounds and different viewpoints?
If I can get the local Aboriginal mobs to get along as 7 mobs, I think I could chuck my hat in and give it a go with getting people to talk, because it's about listening. We've all got the same thing we want to say and protect. It's just no one listens to each other. They've got to take a moment, show the respect that you want, because it gets given back. And to be truthful, they're all too busy bullying their way in or talking down to people. It's not about that. We're not here to do that. We fight for what they want. We look after the people's voices. We should be the ones they could be trusting to come to. And we should be able to talk together instead of being teenage little school kids at the school ground going, I'm going to pull your hair. It's ridiculous, because that's why it sometimes comes across. I can't believe, but we've got to be mature enough to work together.
Yes. So if people want to find out more about you and your policies and what you're
Google
fighting
me.
for...
I found out you can Google me. I'm Googleable.
You're Googleable.
Yeah. So if you look me up, I hope that's a word.
Well, it is now.
So, yeah, you just put Brett Duroux in, and I'm not the tenor-pilled redhead. I'm Grafton, and this is me. You'll see there's lots on me, I found out.
Oh, there's lots.
I don't watch myself, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to look at me. I'm scared in the mirror as it is. But I do stand up for anything that communities want. I have no shame in saying I'll do what they want, and I'll fight, and I'll give everything, because that's what my elders have taught me and my families expect out of me. There's no half-hearted. Everyone has get the respect they deserve and the voices they need.
Okay, fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish up?
What a mad job you do. Thank you, because you make it so easy to talk, and without that, it's really... We'd be sitting there like statues and robots. I love how you actually let me speak, and I speak comfortably with you. Cheers.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you for your time today, and good luck on the 25th.
Thank you, and vote 1, Brett. Duroux Brett. Vote 1.